Hi, I'm Jennifer Aspinall, and this is our character makeup class. So, whenever I try to talk to people about creating a character, it really goes back to the beginning where you get the script and you talk to your actor. So we get our script, we read the script, we can deduce from the script what the character is that we're working with, and usually you have a good idea what character's going through in the story from reading the script. And from there we kind of then move on to talking to our actor and our producers and our directors. In sketch comedy, where I do a lot of sketch, a lot of times for some reason the writers end up producing, so we end up talking to the writers a little bit more in that world. But in a movie you might end up talking to the actor and director first, or in theater a lot of times it's the director first and the costume designer, and then you go to the actor. So whatever it is, again, our job is to communicate with all the different people involved to help create whatever illusion it is that we want to create with our actor. So Michelle asked me to come in and do some character makeup, and she gave me this young lady's website, and I looked at her and I thought, oh, okay, she's a really beautiful girl. And this is one of the pictures I found. And I thought, okay, well, what would make an interesting transition for her? So I decided to sort of pick something that might be kind of common right now. Is on Law and Order. They do they have a lot of interesting characters. So I decided that I would make her a rich socialite who has lost all of her money and is now living on the street. So I thought, okay, well, we'll take her, and we now know what she looks like as a beautiful woman, and I will distress her and give her a little bit of character, and we'll pretend like it's maybe 3 years down the road, and she's lost everything, and she's had to survive, and she's not real happy. So again, once you get the script and you can talk to your actor, and you find out, was her transition down to the street an easy one, or was she really having a hard time with it, or is she insane and happy, or is she really having a bad time with this? Because these kind of things all kind of translate in what we do. If she's a really miserable person, and she was a very miserable person here, you know, lots of things happen in our facial structure to give us clues to promote that in what we do. So we can by changing just the eyebrows indicate what the character is and where she's ended up through this transition. In a movie you might see the transition in something like Law and Order. I'm just thinking of a particular episode where I saw a woman who literally had a trauma, went insane, and was now on the street, who was a beautiful woman and ended up on the street. That character in Law and Order went crazy. So she wasn't particularly furrowed. She was sort of lost. I'm going to make her a little angrier, just so that we can see a little bit more of a transition. So in this makeup, we'll see a little bit of special effects stuff for you guys who are into that, and a little bit of character stuff, a little bit of age. And we'll take it from there. So there's Jessica. There's my rich woman who's going to lose herself. And the first thing I'm going to do is put a little bit of age on her and a little bit of texture. We have options when we want to do age. I know some of you guys are into the age thing. We can do it with paint, we can do it with prosthetics, we can do it with old age stipple. There's lots of different ways to go. I'm gonna put on some prosthetic eye bags for you guys, just so you can see some prosthetics. And then I'm gonna also do a little bit of old age stipple with something that's really easy to get a hold of, which is duo adhesive. There are lots of other special effects stippling materials that you can use. This one is just basically latex, and it's really, you can do it with straight latex as well, but this is easy to find. So we'll do a little bit of that. These little eye bags I made for a character a long time ago, so I already had them in my box. The glue that I'm gonna start by putting the prosthetics on. So the Glue that I'm going to use now is what's called Prosaid. This is a surgical glue. I'm going to have you look up on it. It's actually a contact adhesive, which means you would do both sides, the piece and the base.